Masayang araw and welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, we were going to discuss the financial literacy and its benefits, the Economic and Financial Literacy Act, and also common concept under Financial Literacy Act, needs versus wants and assets versus liability, and also the financial literacy in the Philippines. So without further ado, let's start our discussion.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second thing, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, ooh.
Kenton 2020. Financial literacy is the ability to understand and effectively apply various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. Financial literacy is the key in attaining financial stability through proper financial decision making in terms of budgeting, saving, banking, paying off debts, insurance, and tax and retirement planning. The Philippine government recognizes the role of financial literacy in honing individuals and its contribution in the betterment of the society. In line with this in the passing of the Republic Act number 10922, also known as the Economic and Financial Literacy Act. This is an act declaring the second week of November of every year as Economic and Financial Literacy Week. Section 1. Title. This act should be known as the Economic and Financial Literacy Act. Section 2. Declaration of Policy. It is declared the policy of the state develop national consciousness on economic and financial literacy by declaring the second week of November of every year as Economic and Financial Literacy Week. The state recognizes the growth potential of the country through a financially literate people who makes sound financial decision, mobilize savings, and contribute ideas on improving economic and financial policies and programs. Section 3. Participating government agencies. To ensure meaningful observance of the Economic and Financial Literacy Week as heralded declared, the National Economic and Development Authority or NEDA shall lead the participation of government agencies and instrumentalities during the Economic and Financial Literacy Week. All heads of government agencies and instrumentalities including LGUs, GOCCS, and those identified by the NEDA as relevant agencies are hereby directed to collaborate and cooperate with the LED agency in advocating and implementing activities to celebrate the Economic and Financial Literacy Week. Section 4. Economic and Financial Literacy of Students and the Youth. To improve the economic and financial literacy of students and the youth, all public and private elementary and secondary school under the DepEd, the state and the private colleges and universities under the CHED, the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA, and the NYC in coordination with the NEDA, are hereby mandated to conduct consciousness arising and knowledge expanding activities on economic and financial literacy, including the setting up of literature corners, organizing fora, trainings, and conducting basic economic and financial management classes. Section 5. Communication Arm. The Philippine Information Agency or PIA and the Presidential Communication Development and Strategic Planning Office or PCDSPO are hereby mandated to allot airtime for programs and produce and disseminate printed and online materials for economic and financial literacy awareness and enhancement. Section 6. Private Sector Participation. The NEDA, in coordination with the Philippine Economic Society or PES and in partnership with other academic and professional institutions, shall lead and encourage the participation of the private sector and civil society during the Economics and Financial Literacy Week. The PES or PES shall plan, initiate, and encourage knowledge expanding activities on economic and financial literacy, which may be adopted by the private sector and the civil society in their respective offices. Section 7. Severability Clause. If any provision or part hereof is held invalid or unconstitutional, the remainder of the law or the provision not otherwise affected shall remain valid and subsisting. Section 8. Repealing Clause. All laws, decrees, orders, rules, and regulation or parts thereof inconsistent with this act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. Section 9. Effectivity. This act shall take effect 15 days after the publication in the Official Gazette or in a newspaper of general circulation. Benefits of financial literacy. According to AIM 2014, financial literacy prevents financial abuses which may lead to people becoming victims of predatory lending, subprime, mortgage, fraud, and high interest rates, potentially resulting in bad credit, bankruptcy, or foreclosure. People could avoid money just like a willful debts by being aware of when and where to properly spend money. Financial literacy may impact not just individuals but also national economy as a contributory factor in bad business cycles, low savings rate, and decreased value of money and inflation. Common concepts under financial literacy. Number 1. Investment platform. Investment platform is a vital online service which allows you to buy, sell, and hold funds. Number 2. Funds. Funds refers to a particular amount of money made available or allocated for a particular purpose. Number 3. Finances. Finances the monetary resources of an individual, organization, company, or government. Number 4. Debit card. Is a rectangular plastic card used in paying purchase. The debit card is used by swiping the card to the merchant's card reader and entering a PIN or personal identification number. This allows the direct transfer of money amounting to the purchase price from the owner's checking account to the another bank account. Number 5. Credit card. Credit card is a rectangular plastic card which allows users to access credit facilities or allows owners to avail products on a basis of credit. Number 6. Stock. A stock is a type of security that signifies ownership in corporation and represent a claim on part of the corporation's assets and earnings. Number 7. Inflation. Inflation is the substantial increase of price of goods and services resulting to the decrease of the purchasing power of money. Number 8. Deflation. Deflation, also termed as the negative inflation, is the great decrease of price of basic commodities. Number 9. Purchasing power. Purchasing power refers to the value of money on the basis of the amount of goods and services that you can using a unit of currency. Number 10. Annual percentage rate or APR. APR is the interest rate in annual basis charged for borrowing money. Number 11, annual percentage yield or APY. APY is the interest rate in annual basis paid on a savings account and certificate of deposit or other account that earns compound interest. Number 12, budget. Budget is a estimate of your income and expenditure for specific period of time. Example, 1 month. This is the basis for planning your finances. Number 13, capital gains. Capital gains or capital gain is when the value of an assets increase more than the original purchase price. Capital gains are not realized until the asset is sold. Number 14, checking account. Checking account, it refers to form of bank account which allows the owners to have an easy access to his money. Access to money is possible through ATM, withdrawal, issuance of cheque, or through debit cards. Number 15, credit score. A credit score is a ranking or a number assigned to an individual which reflects his/her credit worthiness. And credit scores are realized by the amount of debts, number of open accounts, and timeliness of payment, among others. Number 16, saving account. Saving account is a deposit amount which bears interest where you can store your money in a bank or other financial institution. Saving account lets the consumer have an easy access of his/her money. Number 17, interest rate, variable and fixed. An interest rate is the percentage of a loan charged to an individual for borrowing the money in an interest-bearing savings account. An interest rate is portion of the savings paid by the bank or other financial institution as an incentive for maintaining an account. An estimated 20 million Filipinos save money, but only half had bank accounts, according to World Bank Study 2014. The country is lacking of a national strategy educating Filipinos towards financial education and literacy, a result conducted by the ASEAN Development Bank or ADB in 2008. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or BSP released the National Strategy for Financial Inclusion, stating that while institutions strive to broaden financial services, financial literacy should complement such as initiatives. Only 25% of Filipinos are financially literate. This shows a large percentage not properly educated about financial concepts such as inflation and diversification. Standard & Poor S&P Rating Services Survey in 2018. Only 1% of the total population in the Philippines have invested to stock market even if it has been existing for the 10 years now. More than 80% of the working Filipinos belonging in the middle class have no formal financial plan. Assets versus liabilities. Assets are the items of your company owns that can provide future economic benefit. Liabilities are what you owe other parties. In short, assets put money in your pocket and liabilities take money out. Needs versus wants. The difference between needs and wants is concept worth knowing. Awareness of this allows individuals from different financial status make informed decision making in terms of managing their finances. Wants. A want is something that you would like to have but could do without. It is not something you need to live. Example, expensive phone and car, ticket of live band or expensive jewelry, and etc. Needs. A need is something you cannot live or survive without it. It is something you need in order to believe. Example, food, shelter, and clothing.